morning from the Philippines. Beautiful islands of the Philippines where you can't go anywhere. Check out the beautiful islands of the Philippines. How's everybody doing out there? Just checking my. Check out the beautiful islands of the Philippines. Making sure I'm live. What's new? Put the vaping away. Right here. Oh, can't say that. Put the V away. Put the V away. How is everybody doing? My second is up. You know, I have a new setup now and have to make sure everything is set up and running right. Who's all here? How's everybody doing? Good morning, Jonathan from Tacloban. How are you doing, Jonathan? How are things down in Tacloban? I don't know what you're under, ECQ, GCQ, MGCQ, all the Qs. I don't know what's going on down there, but I hope you guys are doing well. Good morning from Rorac, Pampanga. Mike loves the Philippines. How you doing, Mike? I'm sure you're under some kind of ECQ, GCQ where you're at. Kissimmee, Florida. How you doing, Thomas? Who talking about the virus? No, I'm not going to talk about the virus. I mean, it's still here. It's still here. Kumusta? Wally Crail, how you doing, Wally? How is Wally doing? Good morning. What's up, Brian? Good morning, Stephen. Wally, I'm going to hand you something. Wait, hang on. I don't know if I can. I don't think I can. How about a Bachoy update? You know, Bachoy is doing much better. Had a hard time getting pills down his throat and stuff. He didn't want to take them and tried every trick. Finally, I told, look, just put it in food. Bachoy eats. Like, you put something in front of his face, he'll eat it. So, simple way. Stick it in a piece of chicken, a piece of pork, a hot dog, whatever. And he's eating it. He's doing much better. He's up now. He's running around. He's playing with the other dogs. But yeah, doing much better. Let the games begin. Brian, we see that you'll be here in 1 second. Please, I'm here. No problem. Where are we at? Kathy Hopkins, love your clean look, Brian. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, I feel like a new person after a haircut, a shave, and everything like that. Like I said in the video, I could have shaved it all off. Hey, here's the funny part. Up till, I don't know, 5 years, 6 years ago, I shaved my head all the time. Shaved it. Simple, easy. And a friend of mine said, dude, if I had hair like you, I would grow it. Or if I had any hair, I'd grow it. So then I started growing it a little bit. But I used to have a full thick Let me see. Am I back, everyone? I've been having problems with this connection. It keeps jumping me off for some reason. I still have internet, but for some reason, I still have internet. But it wants to kick me off, and I don't know why. Like I said, I'm running a new setup. How's the sound? Some people say sometimes it sounds bad. Back with bad audio. I'm, like I said, let me see, mics and cameras, let me see. Says I'm on that. Audio, let me see. Microphone. Architect, audio. Let's try. That microphone. Is that any better? How's that microphone? Any better? I got two microphones, actually three I can use. One in my camera, the one on my desk here, and the one inside the computer. So I don't know if that's any better. The lighting is a little dark too, so I can't adjust all that. Sorry, it's the lights, it's that, everything. Just want to make sure it sounds better. Thank God, sounds better. Okay, so I'm using that one. You guys are helping me set this up. Like I said, I got a whole new setup here. So also with the new Panda microphone, I know that it picks up the muffler on my bike. I got to move that around. These are the fun things of vlogging. These are the fun things of of making videos as a YouTuber, which kind of brings me to the point of this vlog today, or this video. You know, people always say, how do I get started making YouTube videos? And how do I get started doing this? And what do I have to do? First thing I always tell people is flat out, do it for fun. Do it for fun. If you think you're going to start a channel and get super rich and super popular, don't do it for that reason. You'll be disappointed. Now, some people can start out, and for some reason, their channel will take off. Other channels just don't. But I always tell people, don't give up too. Don't give up. Just keep doing. Just keep doing it. Keep plugging at it. Keep plugging at it. Remember, everybody starts at zero. I started at zero. All the big YouTubers out there, they all started at zero. Everybody starts at zero. Another thing I always tell people too is, don't listen to other people's advice. Listen to what people have to say. Take their advice. Don't get mad if somebody tells you. Don't get mad if somebody tells you, you know, hey, you know, you should do this. You should maybe change, get a better camera, edit this way. Don't get mad at people that give you constructive criticism. Take it, learn from it. I know people that have gotten mad. They've gotten mad because somebody said, hey, you know, your video's a little shaky. You know, maybe, you know, you say your channel's not growing. You don't know why. Maybe clean that up. And I know people that have got, you know, this person got mad because somebody told them, hey, here's an advice. So take people's advice. I guess the first thing you got to do is say to yourself, what is your channel going to be about? What's it going to be about? Your family, your travel adventures, gardening, cooking, moto vlogging. There's so many things that your channel can be about. How do you want to do it? Do you want to do like live videos all the time and give out information? You have to decide what your channel is going to be about.
Then you have to come up with a name, of course. You have to have a name. You got to come up with a catchy name or whatever name you want. Some people use, their own name. There's so many things you can come up with. What I did is I threw around like 5 different names. What do I, this, that, and I went with, all right, I'm going to be in the Philippines. I'm from Philadelphia. All right, Philly in the Philippines. That's how I kind of came up with. I threw just different names around, and that's the one I came up with. And that's the one I stuck with. You can go in and change your name in your video, your channel name. It does allow you to do that. But I always say, kind of just stick with the name that you go with. And you can have multiple channels. I know people out there that have multiple channels. So you can have multiple channels. This is free advice, guys. This is all free advice. Reason I'm doing this because I seen a YouTuber, a pretty well-known YouTuber here, and he wants to charge for everything. And he said, I'm going to do a video on how to make a YouTube channel. I'm like, dude, here's how I felt about that. I said, you're taking advantage of your subscribers. Now, if somebody wants to be a sucker and pay the person, pay him. But there are so many videos out on YouTube to tell you how to create videos and start a channel. It's not even funny. And these are coming from guys that have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of subscribers and hundreds of thousands of views. Now, they're giving free advice. Free advice. Why would I pay somebody to give me advice on how to start a channel? To me, that's a person that's taking advantage of their subscribers, in my opinion. In my opinion. These are the same ones that are telling people how to come to the Philippines and charging people how to date in the Philippines and how to talk to women in the Philippines. Well, if you need someone to tell you how to talk to a woman, first thing I would do is I could go see a therapist or something, because your self-esteem is so low. I mean, be yourself, come to the Philippines and talk to a woman. Go see a therapist. But that's the reason why I'm doing this video. Anyway, let's get back into it. Equipment. There's another thing, equipment. What do you want to get? What do you want to do? A lot of people will use a phone. I never used occasionally I've used my phone when I wanted to video something, and I didn't have nothing available. But the first 2 things I went out and bought when I first started vlogging is my GoPro Hero 4, I think in 2014. Great little camera, small, stick it in your pocket. What's nice about it is, if you're swimming, you don't have to worry about getting wet. This one you do, but the newer ones you don't. You don't have to worry about it getting wet. You can do underwater shots. You just don't have to worry about ruining this camera. Like I said, the newer ones they just come waterproof. Another thing too, I always say, when you get equipment like this, learn it. Learn the settings in it, what your settings are. I mean, you hear people 2K, 4K, 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second, 160 by 60 frames per second. Learn all this. This is so simple to use. It has built-in coloring and everything. How do you learn how to use this? YouTube. There's so many channels out there that tell you the perfect settings for how to run one of these, the perfect settings, how to set it up, how to do time lapse on it. YouTube will pretty much show you how to run cameras and setups. Great little camera. It's the investment. It's what do you want to invest in? And I have the Canon G7x. This is a newer one, the Mark II. I actually have a Mark III out there, which is the newer one. Has 4K in it. It has an adapter you can plug into it. Great camera here. I didn't want no big DSLR camera, that you got to change lenses out and spend all that money. Great camera for shooting at night. Picks up, you know, as long as there's light there, it's going to pick it up. This is pretty much my go-to camera. Though I have been using the GoPro quite a bit here lately, but this is my go-to. Once again, how do you figure it out? YouTube. YouTube. It might look difficult, and it might look challenging, you know, with all the buttons and all the settings and everything, but they're simple. You will have just go-to settings on the camera. And it's nice. This one's nice too because it's got the flip up screen to when you're vlogging. You know, you can see yourself and adjust everything in there. Really nice. Where the GoPro doesn't have that. But if you got the lens, if you got the eye pointing at you, it's going to pick you up. You also got to remember too, attachments. When you get the GoPro, you can buy kits that have all your attachments for it. You can buy them. And, but you're always going to get attachments, you know, motorcycle mounts, helmet mounts, all kinds of stuff. But if you just want to point and go, point and go, point and go, great, good to go. And then where do you want to go from there? You know, the thing is, how much do you want to spend and where do you want to go? Drone. I mean, I got a drone. You don't need a drone, but it's what do you want to do? How do you want to create your videos? What do you want to do? And I bought all this stuff, these cameras back in the States. I did upgrade when I was here in the Philippines, but it just, you have to upgrade eventually, but it's all in what you want. Another thing, editing. When it comes to editing, there are free editing programs out there. YouTube has one built right into it. Then you got the ones you pay for. I use PowerDirector 18. I just uploaded and bought the new PowerDirector 18. You purchase that one. There's others out there that they're monthly subscriptions. You got to decide what do you want to use for editing. Editing's a big thing. Now, if you're live, on the go, there's no editing. You're getting what you see. Editing is another thing. When you look at it, the programs, they look very, very confusing and very difficult to use. Some of the editing programs, I know PowerDirector does, and there's another one, I can't think of it. They give you a free month trial to log in, but you got to input your credit card information. When you do that, don't forget to go back in there and unsubscribe, because if it automatically subscribes you, and if you don't unsubscribe, every month it'll bill you. It'll bill you and it'll bill you. So you got to go back in there and unsubscribe. But it will give you a free month trial on their program. And like I said, it looks difficult. It looks hard. But once again, go to YouTube. Go to YouTube and it will show you how to edit, how to add coloring, how to add music, how to cut out scenes. Don't pay anybody. don't pay somebody. Don't pay somebody to show you how to do that. It'll take time to figure it out. Like I said, if you're really into it, you really want to expand and grow, these are the things you have to do. Music. Some people say, hey, where do you get the music for your videos? Once again, there's music out there that it's a monthly subscription. YouTube has free music. They have free music right in their program that you can go to and you can use. There's other channels out there on YouTube, non-copyright music. Type that in your search, look through it. If it's non-copyright music, hit the down button. It'll say, yes, you can use this in your video, but you have to also, it'll tell you, if you use this, you have to put this description in your description box in your video. So it tells you you can use it, but you have to put that in there. When you first start out and you're not monetized, you can use any music you want. But as soon as you get the monetization, you'll get, if you use copyright music, they call it, you'll get a not suitable for monetization, or it'll tell you copyright music in it, and then you won't get the revenue off of that. So music, like I said, it all depends on how you want to set your channel up. That's another one too. Some of these channel or some of these music things you can use will give you a free month trial. In that free month, you can download as much music as you want. Once that trial's up, you can still use that music. That's how that works, some of them. But like I always say, make sure to go in there and unsubscribe. Because if you don't, they'll bill you and bill you and bill you until you unsubscribe. You get that free month for free. But in the editing is where you can add your music, adjust your coloring, fix your mic settings. And I always tell people all the time too, do a lot of filming. When you're out and about, film for the day. You can always cut out what you don't want. You can always add in. You can always edit out what you don't. Sometimes I'll film stuff like yesterday. There was things I filmed that I didn't even put in. I didn't put in because the video would have been probably like 45 minutes long. But always film more than what you need. What else? Uploading to YouTube. Once you're done editing everything out, once you rendered everything out, rendering is when you render your video on your program. You got to upload your video onto YouTube. Like I said, all this you can find out on your own just by searching it on YouTube and search it. When I search, when I search for something, I'll look and see, okay, this person has, 80, 100,000 subscribers, and this video's got 10, 20,000 views. All right, so I'll go to that person's channel and check it out. Because that person has built a channel, and a lot of people watch that video, so it must be good. But I won't stop there. I'll go to different other ones too. And that's why I always tell people too, don't block people from seeing how many subscribers you have, because in the long run, that'll make a big difference on people clicking on your channel. But everything is right there. Don't pay someone to teach you all this. Take the time and learn it. But when you upload onto YouTube, you have tags. Inside the program, there's tags. And what these tags are, you can type in up to 500, I think it's character letters, inside the tags. And you basically type in there what the video is about. Swimming in the Philippines. If you're at a waterfall, beautiful waterfalls in the Philippines. If you're gardening, beautiful ripe tomatoes, how to grow tomatoes. You got to type in all these keywords of what your video is about. You have to type that in. Do it to every one of your videos. Type in as many video names as you can, up to 500 character letters. Don't forget to type the name of your channel in at first. That's a big thing. Keep that in there. You can preset the tags also. Once again, go to YouTube, figure out how to preset the tags into your tagline. But tags are the key thing right there, because you've heard of, there's this thing called algorithms. That's what YouTube looks at the channel, and it runs algorithms. Okay, it pulls out this, tomatoes, plants, how to grow, how to do this, and it combines those words together. And then that gets put into the algorithm, and then when it goes up on YouTube, it'll go up there in the search engine when you're searching through things. When you first start out, your video might be on page 50. But as you keep growing and keep growing, your algorithm keeps pushing you up further and further and further and further on them pages. So tags are very, very important to put in. Also, description of what the video is about. In that description, you can put in what your video is about, why you did it, whatever. But then below that, You can also put in a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you came from. People will use that area in the description about the video to put in other links. So like I have it to where I have links to my equipment, and it takes you to Amazon, and then from Amazon you can purchase stuff from Amazon, and I get a little bit of kickback off that. Not much, a little kickback, but you can put those affiliate links, they're called, in your description. What equipment, all that, and that allows people, like I said, to click on that, and it'll give you a little a little percentage of what somebody were, if they were to buy it. A lot of YouTubers do it. If you don't know where I'm talking about, there's a part when you watch a video that says show more. You click that and everything drops down, and in that section too is where you would put the music that you used in your video. But yeah, description, always fill that out. Even if it's something simple, just fill it out. Thumbnails. Here's another one, big one, thumbnails. That's the picture that you see for the video with what it's about. And thumbnails are very big. You have to be creative with wording of the thumbnails, the photo of the thumbnails. People have said, I clickbait people. You know what? I have done some clickbaiting in the past, and sometimes I'll put a phrase up there or a picture up there or something with not even the intent of it being a clickbait, but people say it's clickbait. So I did a research. I'm like, let me do some research on this clickbait thing, and research YouTube and everything. I'm telling you right now, if you do a search, there are vloggers out there, big vloggers out there, bigger than me, bigger than you, all the way up to Casey Neistat with millions of views. They clickbait. They've clickbaited. People do it. They do it. Now, if you're doing it all the time, that's different. If you're talking about, my beautiful garden that I have out in the yard, and you put up some girl in a bikini on a beach somewhere in a tea bag, now that's a photo clickbait. They call that photo clickbaiting. And you have title clickbaiting. People gave me a hard time because I did the video called My Last Vlog or My Last Video. And people, oh, that's clickbait. That's clickbait. Okay, let me tell you how I got that idea. And there's nothing wrong with this idea either. If you see other people's titles, I like that title. I think I'm going to kind of use it for my title, but I'm going to switch words around, and there's nothing wrong with that. People do it. I got that title from Finn Snow. Finn Snow just put a video out and said, this is my last video. Huge, something like huge channel update. Now, when I checked the video, it's kind of the same concept. It's his last video in ECQ and yada, yada, yada. But I started reading his comments that he was getting. Nobody was telling him it was clickbait. So why is it okay for one person to use that phrase, but for another person to use it, people, oh, it's clickbait. But then there are haters out there. You'll get them too. That they'll look for anything to jump on, anything to jump on. But thumbnails are very important. You got to have a nice thumbnail picture, a nice saying, and all that you can add to it comes in your programming, your editing program. That's how you can create a thumbnail. The thing is also, when you're always out vlogging and videoing, you always think in your head, okay, what am I going to use for a thumbnail? What am I going to use? You can take a photo of it. You can film it. A lot of times, I'll just film it, 10 seconds, click off. All right, that's going to be my thumbnail. You always got to also think, what is the video going to be about? But yeah, thumbnails are very, very important. Very important. Those That's what catches people's eyes. And speaking of like false advertisement, man, turn on TV, they do it all the time. Man, you see a commercial of a nice, juicy burger with the cheese oozing out, not only on TV, but photos inside a mall or on a billboard. Man, that burger looks delicious. More than a mouthful. The juice running down the guy's face, the cheese oozing out the side. Wow, man, that looks good. I'm going to get me one. You walk in, you order it, you unwrap the paper, you look at it. What the hell? The bun's all dry. The burger's all dry. It ain't this big, thick burger with juice running out of it. The cheese was slapped on it. It's not. That's good. Same thing. They do the same exact thing in advertisement. McDonald's, Burger King's, you name it. They do the same exact thing. Another one that I've seen, women. You got a lot of vloggers out there, travel vloggers. Man, every video is the girl on the beach, the looking young girl on the beach in a swimsuit, posing somewhere, got a thong on, butts all out and everything. Wow, man, look at that. Look at that hot chick. Boom. That's clickbait too, guys. Them chicks in the bikinis and stuff like that. On every single one of their vlogs, they got a girl, and it's their girlfriend or wife or whoever they're traveling with. That's the thumbnail. That's clickbait. That is straight up clickbait. But those things get the attention. Those things do it. There's a travel vloggers out there that I watch. Great couple, great content. She even one time did a what do you call it? A video proving that that's the case. She didn't really. She's a good-looking girl. Her husband, they're young, they travel, and she went out and did a video, and she said, "I'm going to prove that a woman in a swimsuit will get more views than a woman not in a swimsuit on the beach." And she proved it. She proved it. She got more views on that because of how she set up the video and how she did the thumbnail and everything. It just does it. Those are all clickbaits. Check them out. Check out some of these travel vloggers here in the Philippines and look at their titles and look at their pictures. All in swimsuits. Anyways, thumbnails. Views and subs. You'll get the views. You'll start getting the views. Before I get into that, when you first start your channel, it might take a while for your channel to even get noticed by YouTube. It takes a while. It just does. I remember when I started my channel, put my first video in, I searched for my channel on YouTube, it wasn't even there. So it might take a while. Just keep uploading them. Keep uploading them. Views and subs. Views are what you want. Subs are what you want also. As your channel grows and you get more subs and get more subs and get more subs, that's great. But you might have subs that at one point watched your channel but don't watch your channel anymore. They'll stay in there as your subs. But it takes time. It takes time to get the views. It takes time to get the subs. I see channels out there right now. They've got 350,000 subscribers, but they're only getting an average of 20, 30, 40,000 views on their videos they're uploading. That leaves what? 300,000 subscribers that aren't watching it. Mark D, thank you for the super chat. It all averages out. I mean, you want the views are what are the key. The subs are great. You will get subs that will stay with you from day one. They'll follow every video. They'll watch every video. They'll give you, constructive criticism. You get to know them, get to know their names. When you first start out, it's easy. It's easy. You hit 100,000 or you hit 10,000, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50. It's so hard to keep up with all your subs. I mean, it is. You know, imagine one person trying to remember everybody. To everybody. All right, perfect. Here's an example. You're at a stadium, a sports stadium. You're the only greeter there. People are coming in. Hello, my name is such and such. Hello, my name is such and such. 50,000 people come in. When those 50,000 people come in, are you going to remember name number 20,104? It's hard. It's hard to do it. The ones that keep on leaving comments and are always in my live show, you know, you tend to remember those names more. But yeah, subs and views. Views are very important. And how do you get paid on YouTube? AdSense. AdSense is what pays you. AdSenses are those ads that roll up. I look at them as like a TV commercial. When there's a TV show on and the commercial pops up, that commercial paid that TV show to advertise. That's what pays you. AdSense is what pays you. And you have to reach a certain point. I think it's $100 a month, and then they'll send it to you. You got to set up an account with them, a bank account. Remember, all this can be taught to you via YouTube. Don't pay someone. Don't pay somebody to teach you this. That's how it works. You have to set all that up. YouTube it, figure it out, how to set it up, take the time and do it. But monetization, monetize your channel. That's how you get paid, through AdSense. Monetize it. Once you reach that point where you got the subscribers and the views, monetize it, monetize it, monetize it. Do that. Why not? Why not get paid for something you're doing? You know, you're taking the time to create and to do something. You should get paid for it. Why not? Luis Morgado's here. Monetize them all, because say 3 or 4 years down the road, those videos that you put out years ago, people are still clicking on them, and clicking on them, and clicking on them, and it keeps gaining. Lost my train of thought. But monetize. All it takes is 1 or 2 videos to kind of like go. If you're cruising along and you're getting 100, 1,000, 2,000 views, and all of a sudden one video might just take off and get you 20, 30, 40, 50,000 views. Take off 100,000, take off 1 million. It only takes 1 or 2 to do that. And when it does that, it pushes you up higher in the algorithm. It pushes your channel up higher. It gets you noticed. That one video that say might make 1 million. Now, when somebody searches something, how to grow beautiful tomatoes, and you're number 1 on the search engine because it has 1 million, people are going to click on it. So monetize, guys. Don't just monetize. You can go through and put advertisers in there, or your AdSenses and your commercials in there if you want. It's up to you, but always do it. And you don't control the commercials. YouTube and AdSense control the commercials. So if you're a hater of something and that commercial comes up, I didn't put it there. YouTube put it there. So people always say, okay, how much can you make? How much do I make? You want to know how much people make? There is it's called Social Blade. Go on Social Blade. Let me bring up Social Blade. Go on Social Blade. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Type it in, Social Blade. Hit it. Social Blade, Analytics Made Easy. This will tell you what YouTuber you want to find out how much they make. Now, is it actually that accurate? I'm going to bring mine up here. It brings up, basically, it brings up a whole nice sheet here. Tells you how many uploads a person has. I have 943 uploads. I have 64,200 and some subscribers. Video views, I have 22,163,388 video views. Channel type is for people. Total grade, it gives you your grade amongst all the other YouTubers. I'm going to B minus. Social Blade ranking, subscriber ranking, video ranking, what country you're from. It gives you the estimate monthly earnings. Here is what Social Blade is telling me I am earning monthly. You guys ready? $163 to $2,600 a month. That's what Social Blade is saying I earn. I wish I was earning $2,600 a month, but let's put it this way. It is somewhere in between there. Let's put it that way. But that will tell you how much people are making on YouTube. You need, I think, I don't know if I said this, you got to make $100 first. But yes, I did before they will send you anything. But the more you, I always tell people to upload, video, upload. The more videos you put out there, the more you're going to get recognized. The more the algorithm is going to pick up and take off on you. It takes time. It takes time. Don't give up. And you know what? I will end this now, and maybe I'll stay on a little longer. I'm going to end this with telling you guys right now, don't pay someone. No matter, you know, I really like this person, they're a good person. They probably are. You never know. But don't pay someone. Now, if you want to pay someone to say, okay, I want you to come. I know somebody that does this too. They pay someone to edit their videos. Nothing wrong with that. If you can do it, do it. If you want to pay someone to come over to your house to show you how to do, okay, I guess if you want, but the only way you learn, I've learned in life, is do your own research. Do your own research. Nobody taught me any of this. Nobody taught me how to upload. Nobody taught me how to edit. Nobody taught me any of that. I learned it on my own. Nobody taught me how to run this camera. I learned it on my own. I want to learn. You can pick up more. I feel you can pick up more by learning it on your own, because then it stays up here. If somebody's going through saying, okay, you do this, you do that, you click here, you do this, you do that, you click here. You're not learning it on your own. If the person maybe tells you 100 times, you'll pick it up. But learn this all on your own. Don't give up. Don't give up. It takes time. And like I said in meetings, some channels, boom, they'll just take off. They'll take off. Nobody knows why, but they'll take off. The key then is maintaining that, keeping people interested. I mean, my channel goes up and down. You know, it seems like people are interested. Now they're not. Oh, now they're interested in this. No. You got to find what keeps people interested. Change up things. I could go on and on and on and on. But like I said, don't pay someone. You can learn on your own. You'll appreciate learning on your own. Then you will appreciate paying somebody to do something as simple as making YouTubes on videos, or videos for YouTube. So I'm done ranting. Good thumbnails and clickbait titles. There you go, Bruce. Some can do it, and some can't. Some can do it, and it's okay. But if some others do it, hey, and if somebody calls, if I got 50 people call me, hey, all right, whatever. All right, it is and it isn't. I think, Bruce, you, And the thing is, I think I got some people on that one. My intent wasn't to get people. I just copied what Finn Snow used. My last video, I copied what he used. Okay, I'll watch from the beginning. All right. Denny. That's advice. Don't pay someone. There it is. Denny B, how you doing? Denny's another one. Denny B, check out his channel. He's right here in Angeles. Entertaining. He does a good job. I like him. I personally know Denny. Check out his channel. There's another thing too. Get to know other YouTubers. They can put your channel out there for people to watch and not watch or whatever. And once again, it's what a person likes to watch. Denny B, Mike Foodie, where are we at? Hey, Mike Foodie. Mike Foodie is going to wear a bikini. Mike. Stephen, yes, I discussed cameras. That was kind of in the beginning. You'll have to go back and watch it again. Where are we at here? Hey, there's everybody putting these comments. There you go. What about advertisement length? Do you have any control over that? No, I don't. You have no control over advertisement lengths. I've seen some where they were like 3-4 minutes. No, I don't control any of that. As a YouTuber, you don't control who's advertising the length. But always look, because once after, I think, 5 seconds or something like that, you can click out of that and move back to the video. But no, I don't control that. Good question, though. Where are we at here? There you go. How to grow beautiful chili peppers. Go to Philo's house. That's the thing. Your channel can be a mix of everything. You know, vacations, gardening, how-to, tips. It can be a mix of everything if you want to. A mix of everything. There's just so much. Can we drop a link in here? No, you cannot. When you're doing a live show like this, the only one that can put a link in here is me and I think admins, guys that are helping me run the channel. But a person, you can't put a link. Which brings me to a point. Links. People put links in the comments. And it's up to the person whether or not they want to leave them in the comments or not. I pull them out. Nothing against the person. I might even personally know the person, but I pull the links out because you don't know what that link is linking to. Yeah, you personally might know the person. It might be, okay. But I just pull them out. Another thing I recommend people not do, and I see people do it, and they do it on my channel, is they'll go in to a channel and leave a comment. Hey, subscribe to my channel. Sub for sub. Technically, that's against YouTube rules. YouTube has a list of rules like this long, this big, and this wide. You got to read them. Technically, it's against the rules, but I've never, ever once did that. I would go into a channel in their message, where you can leave a message and write a nice comment like, hey, I enjoy your channel, and leave it at that. But I never went in and said, hey, will you subscribe to my channel? Or, hey, everybody subscribe. I never did that. I don't do that. Other YouTubers have done that, and to each their own if that's what they want to do. But I don't like doing that. I've never done that. But you can also you can put settings when you upload on YouTube. You can screen all your messages. You can hold inappropriate messages. You can hold inappropriate messages from certain people that leave messages on there and review them. You swear, you cuss in a message, it automatically goes to hold. You might see it up there, but it's not up there for real. I see it in hold. That's how I have it set up. I've had people, you're a piece of this, and F you, and this and that, and this and that. Enter. They're sitting there saying, hey, look, I got him. I got him. I let him know. I let everybody else know what he's like. Dude, that is moved over. You see it up on the screen, but it's moved into a file that I have to approve. The only one that can see that is you. And guess what? When I see it, remove. So you can do that also. But that's how I feel about links. But other people like, they'll let links in. It's up to the person that's running it. Where are we at here? But YouTube increases your ranks when likes are done, so you know. Likes and dislikes, yes, it shows interaction, but YouTube doesn't sit there. It'll give you your percentage of how many likes and how many dislikes you have. But YouTube doesn't sit there and say, oh man, this video got 100 dislikes or 90 dislikes and 10 likes. Let's investigate. YouTube only looks at that as interaction, which helps your channel. Interaction. It's showing people are interested in your channel. It shows people are communicating with your channel, communicating with you. So yeah, that's how it looks. Answering questions the same way. I can't answer all questions. I mean, I get hundreds of messages every day on not only the one I put up, but other videos. But I will acknowledge a heart, a thumbs up. If I don't like the comment, I won't even put anything. But acknowledge. That also helps too. What's nice now, when you first start out, like I said, acknowledge all of them, everyone. And well, it is once it grows. How's Casey Neistat? And I know Casey Neistat. How does he message 100-some thousand messages a day? You can't. Bruce, do you mean a thumbs down is better than nothing? Yeah, because it shows interaction. It shows people are watching it. It shows people have taken the time. Now, I know there's people flat out, and you'll get these haters. Like I said, I can go on about this because you will deal with haters. You will deal with people that just don't like you or jealous. Jealousy is a big thing too. I know for a fact they're not watching it. I put a video up and it's not even up a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Come right in, thumbs down, leave. But here's the key. They had to come in, they had to click on the video to give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. So now it is recognized as a view. So even though you hate me, or even though you don't like channel, or even though you're jealous, thank you, because you gave me a view. You gave me a view. You will always have, like I said, I can go on and on about what you will put up with, things you will deal with. I know, Mike Fuda, you are jealous of my haircut. I know you are. But yeah, you have to watch the entire ad to get the revenue. No, I don't think so. I really don't know. I mean, a lot of times you just get like a pop-up banner. Usually though, when I watch certain vloggers, people that I watch all the time, I'll watch, if it's not 3 or 4 minutes long, I'll watch it. But yeah, I mean, it helps to watch it. But like I said, I wouldn't expect anybody to sit through a 3, 4, 5 minute long commercial. No. You can click on a thumbs down before the introduction ad, before the vlog even starts. Either way, it's interaction. Thumbs up or thumbs down. And you will, here's the thing too. As you start getting, if your channel grows and grows and grows and grows, people will start researching you. There's people out there that will research you. Oh, who is this guy? Let me look. What's this guy really all about? Who is this guy that's not on YouTube? They'll go out and they'll research your background. They'll research your criminal history. They'll research your court records, and all this stuff is free to the public. And then they'll come out and they'll say, hey, yeah, this guy, you know, he comes across like this, but you know what? Man, he's got a warrant for him back in the States, or he's got a warrant for him in Canada. He's got a warrant for domestic violence. He's a woman abuser. He's a child. People will dig that stuff up, and they will turn around and they will expose these things. They do. They do. So get ready for that. If your channel starts growing, they will. It's just how the nature of the beast. They do that. There are channels out there that are dedicated to doing that. That's what their channel's about. But where are we at? Screw the haters. Life goes on and they will remain losers. And I think the people that follow you already know which one you are, who are against you. Yeah, you know, a Philippine cowboy, I don't know. It's easy for me to say this, but it'll be hard for a person when they start out at first for somebody to say something ugly or nasty about them, their wife, and their kids. They'll even say stuff about kids, and that's sad. And they'll get upset. I mean, they'll literally take it to heart. They will, and they'll get upset. And this isn't worth it. Remove them, people. Remove them. Get rid of them. Remove them. Put them on the ban list. They might create another name. Put them back on a ban list. Just keep removing and banning those hate people, and then your channel will get don't. Another thing. There are ways to, I guess you could say, retaliate against, say, another channel that says something bad about you. But it's how you go about retaliating. You have to really, a channel really has to push me to the point to where, yes, you can stand up for what you believe, and yes, you can stand up to back up what somebody is saying about you. There's a way to go about doing it. You have the right, and I say this to everybody. If a channel attacks you and they have proof of it, that's a different story. But if they attack you, but they don't have proof of anything, you know, ignore them. But if they have proof of something, address the proof. Okay, yes, this is this, and yes, I did this, but here's why I did this. Yes, I did this, but here's why I did this. Here's it. Address the proof. Everything else somebody might say about you is hearsay, but you have to deal with that. You even have to deal with Stinkfoot, Stephen. This is very interesting. How is the store doing? The store is doing well, thank you. Lut has a new employee up there. She's training someone. Her brother's going back. He's talking about going back at the end of the month, back to the province. Let me think. He has to get some type of medical clearance. You got to get a medical clearance to travel. Those people that are stuck here, that might have been stuck up here or wherever in the Philippines, now they can go back to their province. But now they need a medical clearance. And it was a big fiasco at first. Everybody was going down to City Hall, and it was getting overwhelmed. And they said, whoa, hang on. We got to stop. So now what they did is there's four different points that people can go to throughout Angeles City to getting medical clearance. But you need that medical clearance to travel. That's Filipinos within the Philippines, and I don't know if if I would imagine if I say wanted to get on a bus and go somewhere, I would have to do it. I don't know the whole logistics, if you have to quarantine. I don't know any of that. All I know is you got to get some type of medical clearance. Don't ask me if you need a medical clearance to fly in here, because I don't know. Yeah, that's a true statement. Then they go back and they have to rethink it and rethink it. But that's just part of it. Tropical Tim. Hello, I thought I would stop in for a beer. There's another Tropical Tim. I'm not going to say anything bad about you, Tropical Tim. He's another one. He's starting to do YouTube vlogs. I ran across his channel and I was like, oh my God, nobody's ever done this. He goes out, he does live videos. He'll go out and he'll stream live videos, where he's going, where he's walking around, what he's doing. You get to see the people, what's going on. But he stopped by a fire station company. And next thing you know in the video, he's riding a fire truck with the Filipinos that are in charge of the fire company. I'm like, that's cool. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that. Any other vlogger. But Tropical Tim in the Philippines, he's just starting out. Check him out. He's okay. I enjoy it. I'm the kind of person, if somebody does a live vlog for 2 hours or so, I can't watch it, sit and watch the whole thing. But if I'm scrolling through, seeing, okay, what's going on, and it pops up, okay, this person's live, boom, I'll click on, oh, okay, cool. I'll watch a little bit and check it out, click off. But yeah, Tropical Tim in the Philippines. Check his channel out. Everybody knows here, Philo in the Philippines. Philo in the Philippines. I think I got to know Philo a few years ago, him and his wife and family. That is Tim. Hang on, let me see. I will put it in here. Hang on, let me put it in here. See, now I can do this. Somebody was asking me if you can paste things in here. I don't know what's going on. This thing keeps kicking out on me. But anyways, here it is. There it is. Tropical Tim. That's his channel. I think it popped up. I don't know. I can't check. But I copied and pasted. You can do that when you do live. I don't know what's going on with this internet connection. It'll drop off my router, but the router's still running. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'll keep on rambling. Your video stopped. Yeah. What else is going on? Anything else? Anything you guys want to ask any questions? I know there's a long video. I'm just going to sit and talk. It's 10 o'clock. Actually, I do have to leave soon. When you do a walk, can you pass by Sophie Street near Valdez behind the ABC Hotel? I'll check it. A lot of them streets you still can't get back into. Some you can, but a lot of them, they still have that barrier blocking everything off. What kind of fire protection coverage does the Philippines have? They have fire trucks. Out in the province, there's nothing. Fire protection, you got to understand something. These homes are built, some of them are built just with sticks and wood. When it catches on fire, it can burn out a whole entire area. But they do have fire trucks here. They do have ambulances here. Got a garden hose, buckets, waters, but they do have it. But when you get out in the province, none of that exists. An ambulance out in the province, and I could speak from firsthand, is waving down a trike, getting into trike, dragging your partner inside the trike or whoever that's hurt, and having that trike take you to the nearest, I call them first aid Band-Aid hospitals. They don't exist out in the province. Yeah, the one I was talking about where Tim was on the fire truck. There it is. Walkie Talkie 3. It's a good one. Check it out. Check out his channel. Like I said, either what I might like, you might not like. What he likes, he might. It's all on what you like. It's all on what you like. Can you buy a private fire truck? I've seen them in a car dealership. I think back in the States you can. If they have them in different areas and you can buy them. I never seen one here for sale. Here's the weird part. Like junkyards here are weird. I was told that one guy told me that's because there's no junkyards because they take everything, they tear it all apart and turn it in for scrap or whatever. It's hard to find a junkyard here. Spectacles on a walking street will survive this, Brian. Not for me, of course, behind my yeah. He says walking street will survive. Too many lonely guys. Time will tell. They need to open up. Here's when it will tell. When they start allowing international flights coming back into the Philippines. That's when it will tell if it's going to survive or if it's going to choke. They can open it up now. They could open up tomorrow. But locals, like I said in the past, some locals go to them. You do have the ones that do frequent them all the time. You got locals that just go and sit and drink a beer, and watch the entertainment, and and go to the next bar. And they're not there to pick up the girls. They're there to enjoy it and hang out with their buddies or whatever. But there's not enough of them to, have the walking street make it. There's just not enough of them to make all the bars open and running. There's not. Time will tell. Time will tell when they open up international traveling. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to go. 2:10 Wednesday. It's getting warm already. Hope you enjoyed this video. It'll be up there for those that want to watch it again. This is my 2 cents. This is what I have learned to be successful, what I have learned, what works, what don't work. Don't believe the videos on YouTube that say how to get 5 million subscribers in 1 week and how to get 5 million views. Don't believe that. That is junk. That is junk. That's clickbait. That's just straight up clickbait. Don't believe that. Don't follow that. Don't give up. Don't give up. If you're doing it, don't give up. Do it for fun. Like I said at first, don't give up. And I will end this whole entire video by saying, do not pay someone to teach you how to make and set up and run a YouTube channel. And with that, we'll talk to you later.